Hey everyone, Technomentary here. In today's video, we'll review the iPhone 12 mini going into 2026. Everything you need to know, whether you're currently using it, upgrading to it, upgrading from it, and if you just want to know if you should get it or not, or if it's still worth using. We're going to discuss all of that and much more. So let's dive right into the iPhone 12 mini was released back in 2020. So later this year, it's going to be a 6-year-old device, which means quite a lot for any phone on the market here. First thing you need to know about this is some of the quick specs, which is this is a 5.4-inch Super Retina XDR OLED display, vibrant in colors. It's a very small, compact, fun-sized phone. It's almost like a pocket rocket, and as originally it was kind of described, very small. We see the mini size for the first time introduced in the iPhone lineup with this phone. Now, in terms of other things, it comes with the A14 Bionic chip. Again, that chip for during its time is a flagship class performance chip. However, it has aged, but still quite capable chip even in 2026 for everyday tasks. Now, in terms of storage, you were able to get 64 gig, 128 gig, up to 256 gigs. So that was kind of a little bit of limitation if you couldn't get any higher than that. Now, you'll see here the design of the body of it, really small, compact in my hand. There is two 12 megapixel rear camera. One is wide and the ultra wide, and it has things like portrait mode, night mode, and 4K as well. So in terms of the camera, pretty spec'd out camera for the time it was released. Now you also have the front camera as well, and it does support that 5G, which is the very first time we've seen 5G introduced in the iPhone lineup with this phone as well. And the neat thing about this phone is it actually has a physical SIM card. As you know now, Apple has discontinued in the US models the physical SIM card, which makes this phone, again, more desirable in that sense. Again, very much so. Now, what you might be wondering is the software update. Good thing this phone you can actually update to the latest iOS 26 update, and we're most likely going to see iOS 27 on it as well. There shouldn't be any reason why we don't see iOS 27 on it later this year, which makes this phone, again, probably the reason, if you're currently using, that you could still continue using it without even upgrading to it. And a couple of things about, as I mentioned, about the chip. It's a good chip. This chip, as you can see here, it will do all of the basic stuff really well, from light browsing to just calling, texting, the basic stuff you need, and even much more. Most of the apps, as you can see here, they launch pretty well on this chip. Again, performs quite well. The only thing that is going to be probably exception is when it comes to graphic heavy game. Although it's good for streaming, listening to music, using your social media app, and most productivity app as well here, when it comes to very heavy graphic game, this is where you're going to probably see the phone heat up a little bit or lag a little bit. But most games, if it's not heavy graphic, will work without any issues on your phone here. So that's kind of the other thing. Now, another thing is probably the battery life is probably a concern from this device. Because it is a small compact phone, the battery size is a 27 mAh battery, which can sometimes last 8 to 10 hours depending on your usage. So it's not as great of a battery compared to, of course, a new iPhone 17, which is an all-day battery. So that's going to be another thing you're probably wondering. And another con about this phone would probably be it is OLED, but it's only at 60 hertz compared to the newer phones, which are at now 120 hertz refresh rate for the display. And I also mentioned this is a storage limitation, because iPhone storage are built into the phone. You can get a maximum of 256, and if you're looking for 512 or even higher, this phone will not have that. But the good point about this phone is in terms of it being a very compact phone. So if you're a person that doesn't like bigger phones, and even better part is the price point that you can get it. Apple doesn't sell this phone, but if you're looking in the market here, pretty much get this phone for under 200, even somewhere you can even get it less than 150, depending where you look from, most likely on eBay or Amazon or from marketplace, things like that. So again, is the iPhone 12 mini worth it going into 2026? I'd say if you're currently using it, it definitely is worth it for you. If you are thinking of buying it, you probably want to go with the iPhone 14 or newer at this point, just so that you have a couple more major updates, a little bit more power to it, a little bit more better performance for if you're thinking about gaming and such, or any heavy multitasking. Other than that, again, great phone in 2026. That's what I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this phone? If you used it, upgrade to it, upgrade it from it. Leave a comment in the comment section. And I hope you guys found this review helpful. For more reviews like this, considering the like and subscribe button. We'll see you guys next time.